Good morning, students. Today I am here for you to cover Unit 4 from Estimating and Costing, second year subject, paper 1, and lesson is detailed and abstract estimate of building. In this chapter, weightage of marks is for 22 marks. You will be getting 2 short questions, that is for 4 marks, each 2 marks, and you will be getting 3 long questions, each question carries 6 marks. So 6 into 3, 18, and here for short questions, 4. Total you will be covered 22 marks marks in this chapter. So now I'll explain you the 2 marks problems first, then we'll go for 6 marks problem. So here comes the first problem. Is already we have given introduction about this chapter and everything in the previous part 1, and now I'm directly going to the problem. So first is, what are the methods involved in taking of measurements in detailed estimate? Since what are the methods are there to take out the quantities in a building estimate? You have 2 methods. One is long wall and short wall method, and another is center line method. This is long wall and short wall method and center line method. So for this, suppose here you are seeing one building, one room building. So the size of the room is 6 meters and 4 meters. This is 6 meters and this is 4 meters. The wall, first what you are taking, that is counted to be long wall, irrespective of their length. Means suppose this is 6, we are taking this is 6 and this is 4. Not the one which we are taking first, that is the long wall. That doesn't depend upon the length of the line. It only depends upon the first what you take is long wall, next what you take is short wall. Hope you understand. Now how to calculate the center line length. So length of long wall, you have to take from the center to center length of the long wall. Suppose this is one long wall, this is one long wall, this is one short wall, and this is one short wall. So here you should calculate the center to center length of long wall. Means this is your total long wall. You have to calculate from here to here. See, the thickness of this is 0.3 meters. So you have to take half the width of this wall, then the total length of the wall, then half the width of the wall. So now I show you how to calculate the length of the wall. Length of the wall is 0.3 by 2 plus 6.0 plus 0.3 by 2. This total length of the long wall is 6.3 meters. Half the width of this wall, then length of the wall, then width of the wall. This is the center to center length of the long wall. Now, length of the short wall. This is your short wall. So short wall is from, this is your short wall. From here to here is your short wall. So you need to calculate the length of the short wall from here to here. From here to here. This is half the width of wall, then length of the short wall, then half the width of this wall. So again here 0.3 by 2 plus this from here to here it is 4.0 meters, and from again the half the width of this 0.3 by 2. This is 4. So this is how you have to calculate the length of center to center length of long wall and center to center length of short wall. Center to center length of long wall and center to center length of short wall. And while you are calculating the quantities of various items, that time what you have to do is, Just you have to take the center to center length of long wall, center to center length of long wall, plus you have to add one width. For calculating the length of long wall for various items, you have to take center to center length of long wall plus width. And again, when you calculate length of the short wall, then you have to take the center to center length of short wall minus width. Minus in long wall, when you are so while you are calculating the length for each and every item, that time the length of the long wall, you have to take the center to center length. For that, you have to add one width of that quantity. And while you are calculating length of the short wall, take the center to center length of short wall minus width. This is a formula to calculate the length of long wall and to calculate the length of the short wall. And when we are doing problems, you will understand clearly what to be added and what to be deducted. Okay. And next is for length of center line. To calculate center line, first here what you do, you will calculate the total length of the four walls. Suppose here the length of the long wall you got as 6.3 and the length of the short wall you got as 4.3. So when you calculate the total center line length, then you have to calculate there are two long walls and two short walls. So 2 into long wall plus short wall. So here 2 into how many? What is the length of the long wall? 6.3 plus length of the short wall is 4.3. You will get from here 10.6 into 2. That comes to 21.2. Means this is in the form of a formula. Length of the long wall, length of the short wall. You are taking the twice of the long wall and twice of the short wall because there are two long walls, number 1 and number 2, and short walls, this is 1 and this is 1. But let me explain this, how you got this. From here to here, how much it is? 6.3. And from here to here, it is 4. From here to here, it is 6.3 plus from here to here, it is 4. So total length of the center line is 21.2. 21.2. If you take in the formula form, this is the, if you take individually, from here to here, when you calculate the total center line length, this is the total center line. Hope you understood how to calculate the length of long wall, length of the short wall and length of the center line. When we do the problems in detail, that time it will be clear for you. Next. Here comes the second question, that is write the tabular form of a detailed estimate. So this is the tabular form of detailed estimate. Whenever you are doing detailed estimate, you need to draw one table like this. This is called detailed estimate form. And you have another form, that is abstract estimate form, that will be used for your next chapter. And in this chapter, mostly we will be using this form, that is detailed estimate form. In this, you have columns. First is serial number, description of work, number Description of serial number means items 1, 2, 3 that we will be mentioning here. And description of work is first, what are the main items of work we have discussed in the second chapter. First work is earthwork excavation, then CC bed, first footing, second footing, basement, superstructure, so on. So whatever quantity you are calculating, that work, that item is mentioned here. And here number. Number means I have explained in the first problem, I explained long walls and short walls. So, how many long walls are there? How many short walls are there? That number you are going to mention here. And length. Length means if it is long wall, you are going to write the length of long wall. If it is short wall, you are going to write the length of the short wall. And breadth. Whatever breadth is there, you'll be seen in the section. In section, you'll be seeing breadth and height. From there, you'll be taking the breadth and height also. And when you multiply all these four, you will get the quantity. Number multiplied by length, breadth and height. You will get the quantity of that work. That is quantity. Okay. Here. Next question is number 3. That is, estimate the quantity of earthwork in excavation of depth 2 meters, breadth 0.75 meters and length 9 meters. Suppose there is some wall of 9 meters length. For that you need to excavate. And the breadth is how much? 0.75 and depth is 2 meters. Depth means that is below the ground level, that is 2 meters. Now, whatever is given in the problem, you write here. First, what is given? Length. How much it is? Length. In short form, you can write it L. Length is 9 meters. Breadth B. Short form is B. That is 0.75 meters. And depth D. That is 2 meters. For this, you need to calculate the quantity of earthwork excavation. Just quantity of earthwork is equal to length into breadth into height. That is, just substitute the length, breadth and height in this formula. Length is 9 meters, breadth is 0.75 meters and height is 2. When you multiply, whatever answer you get, that answer you write down here. You can use your calculator for calculating the length. Calculators are allowed for your exam. So, with the help of a calculator, you can calculate this. 9 into 0.75 into 2. That is, you are getting 13.5. 13.5. And unit, this is in meter, this is in meter, and this is in meter. Meter multiplied by meter into meter. There are 3. So, the units are cubic meter. Either this is cubic. You can write like this or you can write CUM anyway.